Hey, what's going on? So yeah, I've got another arcade cabinet update now. It's been a few weeks, so I just want to catch up and basically document what I've done so far. So over the last few weeks, what's been happening is I've been configuring the arcade software with all the games that I want. I've got a great set of games that I'm sticking with. I've got all the Neo Geo ones that I want, plus all the basic arcade ones here in the list. So these are the games I'm sticking with. It's taken me a long time to decide on the games I want to play and the versions of them I want to play. Getting them all tested and running with the various emulators on the RetroPie. So I'm all set. The games I want I've chosen. They're all in the list. I've been playing them over the last few weeks, making sure they're all working. A high score file is working, so it saves high scores and data once you exit the game. So it's all great. The software is working brilliantly. I'm so happy with it. So I think in one of my previous videos I was showing that the way I had it set up, I had like screenshots and I had like a video playing of some of the games and like some information about the games on a different kind of interface. I mean, this is the same interface, but I've simplified it. I've come to the decision that I don't want, because essentially I'm just going to be using it for me initially. So I don't need it to be really flashy and show off and over the top. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep it really simple and just literally have a list of games. I mean, it does actually boost the performance of the RetroPie software as well. Not having videos running, not having fancy graphical kind of, graphical interface kind of thing. So I'm keeping it really simple on this carbon theme, just a list of games so I can dive in and out of the games I want. Really simple. There are some really nice front ends on this thing. I'll show you one of them actually. For example, the one I was using, this comic book wheel art one. Really flashy, plays videos. So I had initially this like comic book style front end, which is very flashy. It's got nice graphics, and for each of the different emulators on there, you can have like videos playing in this video box and the information, and it's all very nice and looks graphically nice. But I found when you're scrolling sometimes through the lists and stuff, if there's videos playing and stuff, because they're quite big videos at sometimes, and I feel like the controller, the cursor, can get kind of stuck and caught up, and there's a little bit of a performance decrease. So I'm kind of not having that. So I'm just going basically to have a basic list of games. You go into the games, and I think once I have it up and running anyway, what I'm going to be doing is just using the attract mode of each game, the game that's playing anyway. So I don't need all this flashiness, all this front end stuff. So I'm going to keep it really simple and have the carbon front end with no videos and no screenshots, just the list of games. I know what I've got. I don't have a lot of games in here anyway, so the ones I have, I know what they are, I know what they look like. So if I ever have to take the arcade out or have people over, I could put the fancy front end on it anyway and change it. But for me, I'm just keeping it really simple. So that's what I'm doing with that. Next, my pickup is kind of a couple of pickups, but I'll tell you what happened with it. I keep looking at the camera, sorry. Not looking at the camera. Here it is. I managed to pick up, and I thought this was going to be the last purchase for this arcade cabinet because it was the most expensive, but I got a great price on this. I've got the monitor, the arcade monitor, so check it out. There it is. It's a 19-inch flat screen. It's actually a touch screen, flat screen, so it's got a touch functionality, but I'm not going to be using it for that. This is what they call an open frame monitor. So I guess when you're building an arcade cabinet or a bar top arcade, this is the kind of monitor you need to go for. So it doesn't have like a normal PC monitor or a normal LCD screen TV. It doesn't have that black frame around it. Everything's open, so you can mount it inside the cabinet really nicely. It's got nice screws on the backs, all around the edge, so it goes in nicely, nice and easily. It's quite metal and sharp, so I'm going to try not to cut myself. I'll show you the back of it. It's got some volume buttons and power button there, and underneath it takes, you can see here, one of the slots is for like the touchscreen sensor thing. S-Video, composite, and S-Video, composite, and RGB, not RGB, VGA, sorry. So I'm gonna, because the RetroPie runs off of HDMI, I'm gonna get a HDMI to VGA converter, and that'll plug in there and run nicely. So you can kind of see it's got a bit of a purpley tinge to the screen. I haven't powered it on yet, but it's a lovely, beautiful screen, really nice. That's 19-inch, that's 5:4 ratio, so a standard arcade kind of ratio. That's the, I'm not going to go tape style, I'm just going to have a nice regular arcade style format, regular original format to it. So the story with that monitor is that it was on eBay going from a £15 bid. Now these monitors, like if you're getting an open frame monitor, these go into the hundreds, like £300–400 upwards. So I was like not looking forward to, you know, picking an open frame monitor. I thought it was going to be the last thing I was going to buy. But I got this on a bid. I actually got two of them for about 70 quid. The other one was on another £15 auction. And I was watching it and I bid on it, but someone outbid me. And I actually bid on the wrong, because I was watching two of them. One's a smaller one, one's actually a 12-inch monitor, and this one's a 19-inch. And I accidentally bid on the wrong one, thinking I was bidding on this one. And then someone outbid me for this monitor. So I was gutted, so I was like, look, I'll go for the 12-inch monitor. I'll show you the 12-inch one here. It's actually pretty much brand new. So this is the smaller 12-inch. It's the same, exactly the same kind of model as that one, but it's like a smaller size. So I was like, I'll go for the smaller one just to, because it's really cheap. It's like 15, 20 quid for like an open frame monitor. So, oh, everything's coming off. This is like brand new condition, this one. But it's a tiny little 12-inch size. So I've got two open frame monitors for about 70 quid. So I'm so chuffed about that. But this is a spare, and I guess I'm not really going to use it, so I'll probably just sell it on. But yeah, I've ended up with two of them essentially, but the 19-inch one is the one I wanted. That's the size that's going to be my bar top arcade. I kind of just went for this one because I accidentally bid on it. So happy to get those, happy to get the monitor out of the way. So all that's really left now is the actual, bar top kit. So that'll be coming hopefully soon. But yeah, I just really wanted to get all the games working, because I think in my first few videos, I had a bit of trouble getting the games running, putting them in the right folders. But I've learned a bunch about this RetroPie, where games go, where BIOS files go, where screenshots go. It's been great kind of understanding how it works. And that's the one thing I really wanted to do, and the reason why I wanted to build my own arcade is because once you build it yourself, you know how it all works, where everything goes. You don't buy it off some person and it's all pre-made. You know how it works. So if you want to change, games and ROM files, you can do it. You know exactly how it works. It's easily accessible. So that's the whole reason I wanted to build my own instead of buying one kind of, online kind of thing, all ready to go. So yeah, really chuffed. It's coming along so nicely. I'm gonna go and buy. I haven't bought any more buttons or anything. I'm still running off the Sanwa set. But I'm going to get, my next stick is going to be a Seimitsu stick, because this Sanwa joystick, can you see? It's about a standard, so it's a JLF. I'm going to get a Seimitsu one, which has a slightly shorter neck and a shorter throw distance, so a little bit more responsive. And I'm going to try an octagonal gate. Just to try it and see if it, because different people use different kind of gates, restrictor gates on their arcade sticks. This is using a square gate, which is cool. You know, I'm playing Street Fighter 2 with it now. I can do dragon punches, so I'm really happy that, you know, practice is making perfect. But I want to try another stick with a shorter throw, especially for the shooters as well, to get a little bit more response. And a stick, the Seimitsu stick, the LS stick I'm going to get, it's got a shorter throw distance, so less of a dead zone than this has, and it's going to have a shorter neck as well, just so my hand is a little bit closer to the box. I want to just get that to, you know, test it against this one and see which one I prefer, because I've only really had this one or got this one, so I want to experiment with different sticks essentially and see what suits me the best. And again, the reason I'm going to go for an octagonal gate to see if I can get any better kind of, you know, Hadoukens or dragon punches using that style, because, you know, different things suit different people, but it's all a learning experience for me, but I'm really excited about it. So really happy. That's my update. I've got my monitors now for the arcade machine. Still some more buttons and joysticks to try out, and next is just the cabinet itself. So yeah, stay tuned for more updates. Yeah, look forward to it. I'm going to go through my games list. I'll probably do a video next of the different games I've chosen, showing you the games list, you know, what I think of them. I've been playing a lot of them. I've been loving it so much. I mean, I didn't think I was going to love it as much. I've got some shooters on here, vertical shooters, and I didn't think it was going to work well with the, you know, orientation, because I'm going for a 5x4, you know, 16:9 orientation. Not a Tate setup, but the shooters I work brilliant with it. I don't care about screen size. I mean, it all fits in all the vertical games. So I've put a few more vertical shooters in here. I wasn't really going to put any, to be honest, because of the orientation, but I'm totally over that now, and it works fantastically. So yeah, loads more gaming to come. Enjoying it, loving it. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos and updates, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.